I'm recording audio, video. I'm recording everything. I'm ready to go.
We good?
One sec, my PC's... One sec, just... Yeah, we good.
I mean, soon my
PC's
laptop's going to be
loud.
hovering and taking off. Like, it's doing a lot
Yeah,
right now.
my tower's very loud if you can't hear it already.
No, I can't hear it. It's all good.
And you were like, I don't want people. I don't want to use the iPad because I don't want people to see my room. But literally, what we can see is just your ceiling and a bit of the top wall.
We can see Hanan's crack.
Yeah.
I love that you've got the glow-in-the-dark stars that I had when I was a child.
So this is because it used to be my sister's room.
Yeah.
She designed it when she moved in. They're slowly falling just out off the ceiling every now and then.
Oh, they used to fall on my face while I was asleep.
Oh yeah, it's definitely happened.
It's like starfish attacks. Right.
I try and stick them back in my air. Too much effort to get more blue tack. I'll just leave them off.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna include this on the podcast, but just in case I do, of course people cannot see what we're talking about because we're using the other camera. So yeah, Hanan's got like some of these like glow in the dark stars on the ceiling.
Just like plastic stars. They're like dirt cheap, and you just blue tack them to your
Very
ceiling.
early 2000s.
90s.
And you know what time
90s? Okay. Is it for a great cold caffeinated drink?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Didn't even fucking... Didn't hear it.
That was so anticlimactic.
You didn't hear it?
No.
It will come through on the thingy.
Right. Cool. Welcome back to
Wait,
Because of.
We need to clap.
No, fucking
Yeah,
hell,
because
like,
I need to sing. I need the clap to sing to get the audio wave.
we've clapped.
I clapped.
I've clapped as well.
Oh, you clapped already.
Yeah, we clapped miles ago.
Well, let's clap another again.
All right.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to Because of. We've already been talking for 2 minutes, but we needed to do our infamous little handy clap at the beginning. I am your host, Alex. Lovely to be back.
I'm your co-host, Hanan.
And I'm your co-host Gerard.
So,
At your service.
let's do a round robin. What are we all drinking? Because Hanan's got a change of scenery again.
I'm drinking water.
Why
And
is
why,
that?
why might that be?
Because I have a cough.
And at some point, it is going to be unleashed.
Yep. Gerard will be muting me while I'm having my coffee.
We'll try edit around it.
It is really bad. It is.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I feel like I'm in Hawaii. I have orange and mango, and it's stronger than that looks. That looks really weak.
But
It is strong.
That looks like a Robinson's drink with just a little bit.
orange and
And then the
mango,
rest is water.
What? Like cordial or what?
Cordial, yeah. Double
Okay.
strength cordial in a pint glass.
Squash.
And I'm drinking Red Bull? No, Red Thunder. Which is a Red Bull.
Red Thunder.
Sounds like one of those old 80s films that are like set in the Vietnam War.
is the rip-off Red Bull from Aldi. Hey,
Taste
30
identical?
Pretty much, yeah. 30p at the can. Again, it's like 150
Dirt cheap.
for a Red Bull proper.
Red Bulls are
So,
ridiculous price, and they're tiny.
Yeah.
But
well, that's tiny as well, but at least it's got a tiny price.
does it give you wings? Yeah. So,
Yeah.
we have just come off watching on both YouTube and Twitch PlayStation's latest State of Play. So, we did do a live react to it, but we've written some notes down. It was a very short, it was half an hour, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
No, 20
So-
minutes. I schedule on our calendar like to be watching for an hour.
For an
Because
hour.
I thought it would be like something like that. And yeah, 20 minutes and it's all done. So
I think we're all
let's go
pretty
for it.
happy, though, because we were like, oh, sweet,
Yeah.
we get to go to bed earlier. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh,
I mean, to be fair, the big one was like, what, a few weeks back?
Yeah, they were AAAs.
And this one is
Nah,
quite
man.
nice. That's another short one.
It was before the big hiatus that we had, the big rest.
I genuinely thought it was going to be like another Ratchet and Clank one, where it was just going to focus on one game solely. But I couldn't imagine what game that would have been.
Bugsnax.
Yeah, more than likely. So without further ado, should we just kick into the roll call? I think it was like 10 games all in all.
Yep.
Yeah,
just
like,
doing a bit of
Do you
a...
have the list? Because I didn't.
Yep.
Yeah, I think...
I have it up if you want.
Yeah, if you could read them out, and we'll just react to each one individually.
Okay, cool. So the first one is Deathverse, which comes out spring 2022.
Yep.
Which looked like a Battle Royale, kind of Valorant mixed with a bit of Final Fantasy in there. What did you guys think?
I got Time Splitters vibes from it, but you kind of disagreed with me when we were doing that. But it just felt like, I don't know, Team Fortress, Time Splitters.
Yeah.
That was the vibe I was getting.
Isn't Time Splitters like the on-rail shooter that you get at arcades, where you go round a map shooting like enemies?
No,
Kind of like House of the Dead, but it's like
Yeah, but
goons.
that's like a spin-off. Like the original
Time
one
Split-
is not
yeah.
on rails. It's like
Okay.
it's like a shooter.
Okay.
Time Splitters 2 was like the one.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that was an on-rail shooter, right?
I must
Not
say
like
though,
a
That
fighting
was
game.
the art.
yeah,
Okay.
You see that? Yeah. And
with
that
this
was-
game,
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
with this game
Postal 2 vibes.
and a few that we're gonna see later on, today Hanan has been comparing everything to Final Fantasy.
Literally.
Two games. Two games.
Literally everything.
2 games.
Even the Mario Kart knockoff, you were like, yeah, it looks Final Fantasy like.
Yeah, Final Fantasy Mario Kart.
No, I did not. How dare you, sir?
But I thought interesting characters on this one, and it'd be interesting to see what weapons it'll be like, if there's any like perks, what they're overall doing with it, and is it solely multiplayer as well?
It looks like
think it will
solely
be.
multiplayer, which that's what I was gonna say. The game looked fun. I really loved the art style, meaning it was quite different from the majority of battle royale multiplayer arena games that are out there. It was something different. I'm not gonna say fresh because it's not new neither, that art style, but maybe it hasn't been touched for a long time. However, is the thing, like you both know that I'm not one for multiplayers, and that game looks completely multiplayer only.
We know, as when we were at work the other day, first thing you said to me is you're not going to get Back for Blood.
What?
Yeah.
To start with, Hanan, like I was gonna order it right on Amazon, and they said I had like really bad reviews. So when I went down to read the reviews, the comments on Amazon, like people were complaining that it's a very expensive game. That not only that it's mainly focused on multiplayer, it has like a single person campaign or something like that. But even that requires PSN Plus, an internet connection.
That is a downside.
Yeah,
I mean, if you've got it already, it's neither here nor there.
But then as well, there was other comments like of people saying like, really, it's quite a letdown. I'm guessing people, of course, like, and I mean, it's no one is there to blame other than Back 4 Blood development team. But I mean, they compare themselves. Clearly, they make reference to Left 4 Dead. Whether it's the same team or like some team members or they are inspired. So of course people are going to compare it to Left 4 Dead.
You'd know
Left
if it was
4
the
Dead,
same, because Valve like advertise themselves absolutely everywhere before you start a game. Have you ever tried to start a Valve game? It's like, nah, watch our product marketing first, then you can play.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, like a bit of disappointment around the game. So that's why I decided to not get it for now. Maybe I'll get it later on when it's a lot
That just means we
cheaper.
can play Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, I'm
but
up
I
for
think it
Ghost
is
of
a
Tsushima.
buy it when it's on offer kind of game.
Yeah.
Which Deathloop has just come on offer. It's 34% off
That was
Already?
fast.
already.
It's because it's got bad reviews.
Oh,
It does have bad reviews.
So
It's got
I'm
bad
not
reviews,
even getting it on offer.
No. Yeah.
I'm not getting it on this offer, and just need a little bit more.
When it's like 15 quid.
I was not even interested from the beginning. I mean, Deathloop again had interesting art style, but it reminded me of
Borderlands.
Bioshock.
Yeah.
It reminded me of a bit of Fallout. You know, that art style. However, it's not the type of game for me.
It's quite repetitive, apparently. I think it's like
See?
first Assassin's Creed sort of repetitive.
I was completely hooked for years, I would say, to both Team Fortress 2 and Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, which are games that are only multiplayer. And kind of like they are that type of game. However, for some reason, since then, I haven't been able to get hooked up on
But they were
game.
different. At the time that they came out, they were different. Especially Left 4 Dead. Like, I'd never seen a party zombie shooter that was a bit comical.
Yeah.
I'm guessing as well now, because video games are a lot more popular, and there's a lot more
people are a lot more critical.
playing them as well. Like I guess that before, when you were playing games with some random people online, they were like real gamers that really enjoyed game. Now you find everyone online just like giving a try and playing games. It's just like, you know, it's a pastime or whatever, and they just have like FIFA and Fortnite in their heads. Yeah, I know that you're a FIFA fan, Alex.
So I'm not a fan. I just like deals. If I can get it cheap, I'll buy it. I got FIFA 21.
But do you play it?
Like once.
Then there's no point. There's no point. So going back to Deathverse, what are we thinking? Like game we're gonna get? We may get it later down the line. Not getting it at all.
Not getting it at all, unless I have enough friends who get it and the game is cheap.
I think.
Yeah, I'd say I'm in the same boat.
There's too many similar games, and I prefer other art styles, more realism. Because it was the first one that I kind of seen that gave me a hack and slash vibe on like a battle royale style game. Like even the way the health was coming off, I was like, the health looks like Devil May Cry health.
Yeah.
Like,
style points.
Yeah. I'd rather just play a full hack and slash or a full battle royale. I wouldn't want to crossbreed.
I would have gone for it if there wasn't the kawaii girl with the robotic arms saying like kawaii stuff and just like if that wasn't on the game, it was like a short buy.
Yeah.
Instant turn off.
It kind of makes me want to try Valorant, oddly enough, which is already out.
Yeah, it's something you could go for.
Yeah. Just trying Valorant.
I don't remember that game.
Imagine what we just watched, but with a flatter colour aspect.
Yeah, and it's a first-person shooter.
Well, a bit of the same. If enough of you play it and you want me to play it and the game is cheap, maybe.
Yeah.
Right. Number 2. What's number 2, Hanan?
We are OFK.
You are.
Which is
OFK. I'm not OFK.
Band.
Yeah, I mean, this started out really weird. Like, when I was saying it to you, you were like, oh, it must just be the advert for the state of play. Like, they've got to go into a bit more chat. It basically pans into, like, a very cartoon-style conversation between someone that's, like, recording a podcast, narrating over the game, and then the girl sort of has a bit of a comedic sort of, okay, we need to record for state of play, this is our promo, blah, blah, blah. And then it sort of goes into that it's a 5-part series game, and I assume they're a band, like a legitimate band.
They are a band.
Yeah.
They are a band.
I didn't understand if it was a real band, and this kind of is like promotional marketing material.
It's such a cool concept if that's what it is. Like, it sounds like they're releasing a new album, and you can get 5 of their tracks unlocked before the release of the album by playing this game.
And it's like a playable music video, which is pretty cool. It reminds me kind of like Sayonara Wild Hearts, That was the name that I couldn't think of at the time.
Ah, cool.
Where it's like a playable music video as well.
I know you've said that a few times. I still don't know what it is in reality.
So it's like... It's kind of like you're going between different lanes.
Oh,
like it's,
yes.
Yeah.
Super trippy arcade mode, like, sort of, and you jump through hearts and stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's in sync with the music.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know what you mean now.
So if it's anything like that, it could be really good. And I like the idea of like cross-media platforms, where it's like it's actually a music video that you're playing and it's more interactive.
Yeah.
So it's like really artistic.
It is actually a real band, for what I'm reading. Says an indie pop band. I cannot find where they are from, nor...
They said LA, right?
LA, okay. Well, that thing that you're talking about is like the thing that we saw on the last showcase with Radiohead. That they...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe this is a new concept of where the music industry is going. I mean, look at the gaming industry. It's bigger than movie and music together.
Gaming is flourishing, finally. For good and for bad. I mean, there's bad things about this happening to the gaming industry, in my opinion. But it's got good things as well. However, I wanted to ask, why is your opinion about this model of releasing games in episodes?
I've only ever played one game, and it was a Japanese series. It was a horror series, and there's 12 parts to it. And I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed it. And I kind of turn it to the concept of, like, if I'm reading a book on a Kindle or something, and this is like a normal game, I sometimes never know how far through I actually am. Whereas when you've got like a series of games, like this is 1 out of 5. If I complete one and I've got 4 left, that's like reading a physical book. I know how far I've got left to go. Sometimes I want to just know how far I've got left. Because this to me seems like pick it up cheaper, maybe like a 15, 20 quid game, and get it over in a couple of days. Just like a few binge sessions.
So one game that kind of springs to mind is Final Fantasy, the remake. Gerard, like, is each episode going to be like 50, 60 quid?
He's done it. He's brought it up. He's brought up Final Fantasy.
No, because that's the one. That's the one that's like 60 quid, but it's only like part 1 of like 5.
Yeah.
Right.
But each part is 50 quid.
I think with this you're buying
the first
one
part was
game
50 quid,
and you get all of it.
Yeah, I just don't know. That's why I'm asking, because Gerard's played it, right?
Final Fantasy, I haven't played. I don't know where you.
Oh, okay. Who was it? Might have been Andy.
Andy's a big fan of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
I think that it's a good method for, especially now that we have so much stuff coming out, and not just like video games. Like we have like TV shows, we have movies, we have lots of stuff, and people are busy. We are adults now, so we cannot dedicate.
Quite overwhelming.
It's very overwhelming, to have like 5 full games on your shelf waiting to be played while you have other stuff around in your
Gerard.
personal life. Yeah, like it's happening to me. So
literally, like the other day, I built a list of all the games that I want to buy, and I'm like, when would I have the time to play any of these?
That's what's happening. The difference is that instead of making a list to buy them later, what I'm doing, I'm just buying the games as they come out. Even though I know that I won't be playing them
until they run off
for years. For example, God of War.
Mate, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that on PC and still beat you to the finish.
For sure.
Before you even touch it.
There's a risk of doing that, because I remember I bought Horizon Zero Dawn because I knew I wanted to play it, and then I was not playing it for a long, long time. I was not playing it. And when I decided to start playing it, like 1 or 2 days later, Sony brought it up for free, for everyone to download. And I thought, like, shit, like I could have saved myself like 30 or 40 quid, however much I paid. But what I'm saying is, if a game, I don't know, if it's released in episode structure, I actually like the concept. What I don't like is if they take it, if they see it as a way of taking more money from us, like advantage from us.
They have to add up to a full price game.
Yeah.
Or cheaper.
Or, for example, the season passes. So, like if they bring out the first episode and you have the option to buy the season pass for a reasonable price, for the same price that you would pay for a full game, and then they release episode 2, 3, 4, 5 throughout, I don't know, the next 2 years, that's something I would not mind at all. And I actually would appreciate, because it's kind of like following a TV show where you play for a bit, put it down, watch the next one after a couple of months. Of course it's slower with video games because the development is a lot slower.
I'm not gonna lie, season passes really confuse me. Sometimes I don't know what I'm getting for my money.
Yeah, they always can be a bit vague. Fighting games are the worst for them because you get you get 3 to 5 playable characters and some skins, but you spent 40 quid on it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but that's it. Like season passes, like the ones that a few years ago were destroying our wallet. Well, not my wallet, but people's wallets, like Call of Duty and stuff like that. That they were releasing the game, you were buying the season pass, and the only thing that you were getting was you were paying a lot more money for a couple of additional maps, exclusive characters, exclusive weapons. That's just extortion. That's taking advantage.
I think the best implementation of it is MMOs. So, as you both know, I really enjoy Guild Wars 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when an expansion comes out, like it is in February, I spend 80 quid on the expansion, but then I get the main story of the expansion, I get all the content there, and then it's 3 seasons of content after that before the next expansion.
Yeah.
See, I think that's kind of
a clear structure of that, though. You get that game, you're going to have multiple quests and a bit of a story from that. Then you'll get 3 subsequent additional bits. But sometimes it's buy the season pass, and it's right, I'm buying the season pass. I'll take Dirt 5 as an example. You can get a season pass, and you get, apparently, the 3 expansions included. But it doesn't tell you that. That took a lot of digging on the internet, because once you've bought the season pass, still gives you the option if you want to buy the additional expansions. So you could end up buying all of it.
Theoretically, buying the season pass, you are buying everything that will come out related to that game for the lifetime.
In that particular season, that's how they get you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because they're doing multiple season passes. Yeah, like Tekken 7. As much as I love Tekken, there's 2 or 3 season passes, and each of them add 3 to 5 characters.
Yeah. So what are we thinking about this game then?
I like the idea. I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah. Which game was it?
We Are OFK.
Yeah, interesting concept, but not for me.
Yeah, I think there's too many AAA games that I want to get under my belt before I really deep dive. This is a very indie game. Even the art style showed that off. So yeah, it's
art style again really good.
On a shelf.
It's really nice.
But no.
Right, number 3.
The one, the only, Bugsnax again. The Isle of Bigsnax comes out early 2022.
So is that DLC?
None of us are getting it.
Is that a completely new game? Is that
it
DLC?
looked like a new game.
It's an update. It's an update.
It's an update.
It's an update. It's I think it's an expansion or DLC.
Free? Did we see that?
No idea.
I doubt it's free.
Didn't get a price point.
I
don't think it'll be
Bugsnax is included in your PS Plus package. You don't have to pay for the game, but it's still a 40 quid game if you don't have PS Plus. If you went to go buy it now, Gerard, it's going to sit back 40 quid. And then the expansion's 25 probably.
But to be honest, that looked like a very substantial expansion. It completely adds a new mode on the game.
I thought it was a new game.
Which...
it said update when they posted it.
Yeah, but there's paid updates, so...
But like I said when we were watching it, you've got to be tripping balls to watch Bugsnax or be a child. A child will enjoy that. It's a very simplistic game. There's lots of games when we were younger that had a similar sort of style.
I absolutely have nothing against Bugsnax. The only reason why it didn't catch me is just because it's not. It's a game that I know that I would like to try, but I know that I would not spend more than an hour. And I don't want to spend money on it. However, I like it. I like that games like that exist. it's just not for me.
I downloaded the original Bugsnax. I've not played it yet, but the reason I've done it is it's an easy platinum, and for trophy hunters, like that's something nice and easy. Sometimes you just want to veg out and be like, just want to throw hamburgers at pasta or something. Have
I told you about the easiest platinum on PlayStation?
Is this Avatar?
It's not. It's only on the US PlayStation Store, and I think they took it down a few years back.
Oh, yeah, you've told us, yeah.
It's called My Name is Maya.
Yeah.
It's a jar of mayonnaise that you press X like 10,000 times.
Yeah, there's another one that's The Last Airbender, Avatar, and all you do is like the first tutorial, but just keep fighting the enemies, and you just build up a combo, and as soon as you get like 50,000 combo, you win.
Telltale Games, easy platinums.
Yeah, Walking Dead. Although I've not finished it yet.
I did the Batman one, and that was an easy one. I didn't expect to get a platinum. I thought, I'd have to do like the other endings to get it. Nah, play it once, you get straight platinum.
They're an absolute grind, but Lego games.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. Harry Potter Lego, still one of my favourite games I've ever played.
Here we go.
Sorry.
But I think we're all in the camp of, you know what, if it's included in the PS Plus, might dabble in it, see what it's about, but we wouldn't buy.
Maybe.
I mean, we at least from my part, we can make that easy. I'm not gonna get anything that has been announced today, with the exception the last game, the Devil Inside Me or something like that. Well, we'll get to that.
Little Devil Inside.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Little Devil Inside. Yeah, that looked really good, and not just look really good. Like it really attracts me. However, yeah, we'll talk about when it comes to.
Yeah. What are we on? Number 4.
Number 4. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, which comes out December 2021. Not getting it.
No, put Five Nights at Freddy brand to the side. It's done. It's had its day. Relax. Get a new idea.
No, but I really liked that instead of like bringing yet another Five Nights at Freddy, they kind of like changed the genre a bit. I mean, still like horror or like suspense,
but like controllable characters.
But now you now have free movement and explore. Which, to be honest, I'm a big fan of horror games and like stealth and games that put you tense. However, I've never been attracted to Five Nights at Freddy just because everything that I could see, it was just static. You were there controlling the rooms from those monitors, and that's it. So, that kind of looks a lot better. Like, one of my favorite games on PS4 is Alien Isolation. That's one of the scariest games I ever played. And yeah, is exploring. In this case, it was a space station. I don't know what's gonna be this on Five Nights at Freddy's.
It was like an arcade, like a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
I played Alien Isolation at EGX Eurogamer in London, and their like what they call like stall was incredible. Like you queued up for ages, but then you went down a really dark tunnel, and it progressively just got darker until it was pitch black. And then it just opened up into a room that had like 8 spec'd out PCs, and it purely glowed green. It was cool. Sick. Cool. It was so cool, like the setup for that. But yeah, it was noise cancelling headphones, and
I was gonna say because
everyone screamed like you shit yourself.
The only way to play Alien Isolation is like on your own in a dark room.
Yeah.
Just completely immersed on the game.
Yeah.
It was literally just the screen that was lighting up your face. And apart from that, you couldn't really see much. But it was done so well.
Yeah.
So see, exploring a space, a scenario, whatever, with the constant threat of either something following you or hunting you, or, like they can pop up at any time. Because that was the beauty of Alien Isolation, that it was not scripted. The alien.
I feel so much safer when on a horror I can see the bad guy.
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
whatever it is. Like, if I can keep them in view, I'm sound. The second I can't see them, heart palpitations.
See, I agree with you, but I also disagree with you because, like, when Gerard was playing Resident Evil 2, the remake, right?
Yeah.
Every time you saw Mr. X, I was like, "Fuck, just fucking run, just leave him behind, loop round, just get out." Of the way.
You ever played Amnesia?
Yeah,
Yeah. The second you see anyone on that,
yeah.
khaki pants.
Just fucking run. Yeah, just shit. Fuck.
Hide in the cupboard. Hide in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally just fucking run.
I love this type of games. Outlast was another big one that was really good. So
I've
yeah,
only
this Night
watched
at
streams
Freddy's.
of that. I feel I'd be too frightened to play that. I hate it when you've got like reliance on a battery to have night
I
vision
love
and
that.
stuff like that. It freaks me out.
Just gives
Playing
me
a
more
game through
tension.
night vision and air raid sirens freak me the fuck out.
I love that. In Alien Isolation,
So you just described Silent Hill.
Yeah,
It was-
essentially, yeah.
it was so good when you had the radar that was very glitchy on purpose. You know, like, and they would indicate where the alien is coming from, and sometimes it would come completely towards you, and you could see the music like coming like in
Yeah.
crescendo,
Yeah.
and suddenly the music stops and it disappears off the map, and you go like, "What the fuck? Where is he? He for sure, for sure, it's somewhere here."
It proper
It was
teases
really
you.
good. So these 5 nights at Freddy's, it attracts me. However, because I never played the game. I feel like I cannot just go into the franchise that easily now after so
The
many
lore.
years out. Yeah. Also, on top of that, I'm a sucker for everything that's 80s art style, 80s music, stuff like that. However, I think it's lasting too long on the mainstream media. I think it should disappear already. Like, it's being overused, and this Night at Freddy's is using it a lot. So
No, that's the thing that I can't get over. Like, Five Nights at Freddy's, to me, is you sat in a control room, you're checking CCTV, and someone at some point is going to come up behind you and scare the shit out of you. And this feels too free roam to be called a Five Nights at Freddy's.
See, I think this is what they probably wanted to do from the start, but didn't have the funding to actually make.
Yeah, true.
So they did like a very short, quick game that gets to the point, and then they got the funding.
Was
Because it blew up when it happened.
was it originally a mobile game when it came out?
No, it was just a Steam Green early access kind of
Okay.
game. Like, it was free, I think.
I think it was quite
something.
late to
Very-
come onto a mobile platform.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
But I like that they get to do more stuff. Like, I'm not getting it myself,
It
but
shows how
I know people will
successful
enjoy
they've
it.
been in what
Yeah,
they
and it's-
started
Oh,
out
absolutely.
It's good that an IP just, I'm not gonna say it reinvents because they are not inventing anything, but that they change the course, and they don't just release another game exactly
Yeah.
like the previous one with just a few improvements. So yeah, like, kudos for them. We'll see. Like, if I come across it, sometimes I might give it a go because I like that genre.
Nice. What are we at number 5 then?
Death's Door, which comes out the 23rd of November, 2021. I don't actually remember this one at all.
What's the name?
Death's Door.
Death's Door.
Yeah.
Wait, was that the StarOcean?
No, we're at number 5. That's number 9.
Death's Door. What was that one?
I legit
Oh my
can't
God, we're
remember
gonna
it.
have to
Wait.
I was relying on you guys
What's
to
the
remember
second
this
word? Store.
one. Door, as in I'm opening the door.
Death Door.
Death's Door.
Death's
Like,
Door.
Death's... Like, the door that death owns.
I'm sure.
Death's Door.
I'm sure I haven't seen that on my stream.
You have. It was there.
You must have.
It was short.
It was so... It was short.
I
It was very
swear I
cartoon,
haven't.
wasn't it?
I think so.
I swear I haven't seen that one.
It's on Steam, apparently.
I'm just gonna do a quick search.
Oh shit, it was the one that said that it was like Zelda.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
It seemed too mobile game for me. And
Yeah.
the reason that we can't remember it is it was all of like 50 seconds of a
seconds.
trailer or something.
Not just that, is the art style. It's been done thousands of times, especially on mobile games, like you said. It's got the isometric view, like Monument Valley on mobile devices. Like it's been
that
so
Lara
overused.
Croft one that they did. On...
Yeah, Lara Croft Go. Tomb Raider Go.
See, I like the aesthetic though, like the actual kind of setting. It looks quite cool. Just like a little bit gothic, but
puzzles, a bit of adventure. I mean, it's nice, but it doesn't stand out at all. There's 1,000 games like that.
Not for me.
Hanan, don't dare to compare that to Legend of Zelda again. Compare it to Final Fantasy, all you want, but not to Legend of Zelda. Just because there's
like 40 quid for a game that looks like that, just with the name with Zelda on it.
Because there's swords and forest and runes and puzzles. It doesn't mean that it's Zelda.
I did think it was Ocarina of Time remake.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Sony,
See?
PlayStation hopes that one day that could happen. No, it's not gonna happen.
Just imagine,
Right.
could you ever imagine, like, either Microsoft, Sony, or Nintendo really struggling that one of the other companies had to bail them out and they merged?
No.
I think in the future we will see a crossover. But I'm not saying that we're gonna be playing a Mario game or a Zelda game on a PlayStation or Xbox. But that there's gonna be like some Mario Nintendo characters.
I'd love a collab game.
Yeah, like a collab.
I think the most likely one would be Steam and PlayStation.
You think?
Yeah. Think it like if there's any kind of cross-platform game where you can have other characters in your game, like let's say a Soul Calibur or a unique game.
Just wait.
Maybe like on PlayStation you'd have what's Half-Life guy called? Gordon Freeman. Gordon Freeman?
I don't know.
I would say.
Yeah.
With his Half-Life crowbar.
That can already happen. So, for example, there was a Soul Calibur 4, I think, maybe like years ago.
They all have a crossover.
Yeah, so depending on which console you are playing it, you have like exclusive character from that console. I remember the Soul Calibur for GameCube. It had Link from Zelda.
There was one with Yoda as well. I think that was 4.
Yeah, no. So that same one that had Link
Yeah.
on Xbox had Yoda, I think. Stuff like that.
And obviously Soul Calibur 6 has Geralt from Witcher.
But yeah,
I think fighting games is the best way to implement those kind of crossovers.
Yeah. Or like Smash Bros. Like
yeah,
if they
that's the best
adopted some
example.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
Which, by the way, have you seen the full mural? So for this Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, that it all started with a mural of all the characters, and as they were adding characters, the mural was becoming fuller. So the other day, I saw a picture of Sakurai, the creator, posting the mural finish with all the characters. It looks so
I've got
fucking
so
cool.
many updates when I turn my Switch on.
Yeah.
Like,
you have to buy the characters though, mate, right?
yeah.
Well, there's season passes or
But I love
character
Smash
passes,
Bros.
so-
So that I wouldn't mind doing that.
It's not too bad.
Right, 6.
Speaking of Nintendo rip-offs, KartRider Drift comes out 2022.
You know what? Initial impression, I was like, nah, why would... Like, I've got Mario Kart, this is just such a rip-off.
Yeah.
The thing that really enticed me, love the customization for your little carts.
Yeah, like they went like very quickly, but it looked really in depth.
Yeah.
For
nothing will
customization.
replace Mario Kart. But you know what? I'd give it a go.
Well, yeah. So
I also think it's a little bit better than the Crash Bandicoot one.
oh yeah,
The remake,
and
definitely.
there was one from Spyro, right? As well, like a card game with Spyro.
I think so.
However,
so.
a bit like Alex said, like initial impression, oh, another rip-off. Nothing's gonna surpass Mario Kart. And towards the end, I was like, okay, actually, it looks like a polished game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and fun to play, and it had like some mechanics that they are not in Mario Kart, because usually when you see Crash, the Crash ripoff or the Spyro or any other one, you see all the elements, all the mechanics that the game offers are as well ripoffs of what Mario Kart offers. However, this one
done worse.
Done worse. This one actually like shown some cool, interesting bits. However, it's never gonna replace Mario Kart. It's never gonna top it up.
But the power-ups looked like quite unique. Like there was a freeze bubble that raised them up. I thought that was pretty cool. The missile, it wasn't just an ordinary missile like what you get on Crash Team Racing, where it's just fire straight up. It kind of did a loop-de-loop and then targeted them. So I thought that was cool implementation.
Totally. However, about the customization, it all depends whether it's just cosmetic or it has actually some functionality. Because on a racing game, to be honest,
to get grip.
The customization is fun while you are customizing. On the actual race, you don't pay attention to it if it's just visual. However, if it has some purpose or if it has some...
Has to be a power-up of some sort.
Yeah.
Because what I hate...
I think it's going to be a mix.
You know, a change of driving like on Mario Kart when you choose
car,
like some
if
sort
you don't
of
like
wheels,
the way it looks,
it increases
I'd rather customize
the
a car that I
acceleration,
like the
top
look
speed, the weight,
to be better.
stuff
we lost
like
Gerard,
that when you choose
he looks frozen.
the flying
He
things.
is frozen.
Don't worry, we're recording videos actually.
Cool.
And then there's the other important thing about Mario Kart, which, I mean, they are all big characters, big known characters. This game, as good as it can be, it's not gonna create any sort of attachment to those characters. I always been thinking,
I think it's just a fun party game.
But like my initial impression of Splatoon was like that, and now they're pretty iconic characters.
Yeah,
you're right.
So because it could be a start of something.
It's been done really well, Splatoon. I'm so excited for Splatoon 3. You're not Splatoon...
I'm gonna get Splatoon 3.
Do you have Splatoon 2, Alex?
No, I'm too far into the cycle of Splatoon, so I can't bring myself to buy it.
People are still playing it. It's one of my favorite multiplayer games right now to play.
Is it on offer?
Probably
Nintendo
not.
don't
Being
do offers.
Nintendo. No,
Now and again. Every now
However,
and again you'll get...
You might find it cheaper, like a.
What I wanted to say is, you know how we were saying how cool is Super Smash Bros. And everything that has done about bringing in franchises together, not just Nintendo ones, like from other companies outside Nintendo. How cool would be that we did the same with Mario Kart? Instead of calling it Mario Kart, call it Nintendo Kart or Super
Smash Kart.
Yeah, Super Smash. Super Kart Bros.
Super Kart Bros.
Yeah. But you know, like, I mean, it can already started happening because before Mario Kart was only Mario World characters, and now we have Link. Now we have the Splatoon characters. We have other characters from other Nintendo franchises.
The Wii character.
Yeah.
Do you want a Square Enix character like Noctis or Cloud?
So I'm not saying to bring like third-party characters, but at least like make just like Nintendo characters and have like everyone there.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
And to be fair, people will buy the character that they want.
Yeah.
Very quick sidetrack. Going back to Smash Bros. Where's my boy Waluigi?
He's done. No.
I was convinced that was going to be the barely last character. Because, I mean, it's a meme at that point that everyone wants Waluigi in Super Smash Bros. Like, no one understands.
So many people want it. You will find Christmas or something, or mid next year, they'll be like, a one-off exclusive. He will be there.
It's so fun how Nintendo is fully aware that the community wants Waluigi. And whenever there's been an announcement, they always like, and you know, there's Sakurai talking or something. There's always something in the background that makes people speculate, like, oh, Waluigi is coming to Super Smash Bros. And no, it's not coming.
Yeah.
I was convinced that was going to happen. But however, I mean, do you think that's going to be the last Super Smash Bros. That we're going to see? on
can't
Nintendo.
see it.
For a meantime.
Yeah, for the meantime.
I think it's gonna be the last one that Sakurai does, which he already said. It's the last Super Smash Bros. However, it's a successful franchise. Nintendo's not gonna drop that. Maybe for the Switch, it's done, and they just will keep updating the current one. However, there's gonna be more Super Smash Bros.
Do you think they'd do another console, Nintendo, rather than a handheld?
Switch 2.
No, rather than a handheld.
Nintendo Boogaloo.
No.
An actual.
No, what I think is what a lot of the rumors talk about, which is like instead of the concept of Switch is perfect and is what it made it successful, right? However, for those people that are craving a bit more power and like the TV experience, the home console experience, like release a dock with a GPU inside.
Yeah.
That when you plug,
they're a thing. USB-C can operate them.
When you plug in the Switch, it suddenly can do like it has a lot more graphic power. It can display 4K. It can display HDR games, all that stuff.
Because you should be able to go from an OLED handheld. Sorry to interrupt you, Hanan. A handheld OLED to a docked OLED.
Yeah. However, Nintendo's so weird. So they just released the Switch OLED, which, by the way, on the last episode, if you remember, I said I'm not getting it.
Here we go.
And well, it's quite dark, but you can see it sitting in there, that white blob there. Yeah, that's the Switch.
It's even set sirens off on someone's audio.
It's me. So yeah, it happened. I could not resist. Like it's Nintendo fault. Like I opened my mail the other day, and there was the new newsletter from the Nintendo website. It's back in stock. I was like, oh, yeah, come on, I'm getting it. But to be fair, I got 150 for my old Switch. And back in 2017,
that's a great price.
In 2017, I paid 280. That means that for 4 years of use, I just paid £130 for that Switch.
Yeah, but you're forgetting the cost of a Switch went up like significantly during lockdowns because people wanted them to play like Animal Crossing and shit during lockdown.
That was like the perfect launch time.
Really desirable.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Anyway, I think it worked out quite well. Like
I'm excited to come around to yours and have a go with it.
Same.
It actually feels different. Like and I see myself playing a lot more in portable, just in handheld, just because it's newer probably.
It's a nicer screen.
Pokemon. When Pokemon comes out, that's designed in my eyes to be handheld. You play that handheld.
Yeah, you mean the remakes of Diamond and Pearl?
Yeah.
I think that's the game I'm actually... Like I said, I was done with Nintendo, but Diamond and Pearl was my favourite generation.
I'll always get Pokemon.
So I may get that.
And what am I getting? Diamond, because you've got Pearl.
I'm getting Pearl.
No, I always get Diamond.
I'm getting Pearl, no worries. You both get Diamond if you want.
I'll get Diamond.
But, what I was going to say before I mentioned the Switch OLED. Oh, yeah, Nintendo. Like, so they just released the Switch OLED with, like, a really cool display. OLED display.
720p.
Yeah, 720p. It's enough on the size that it is. However, they also released the Nintendo 64 expansion pack, the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack that includes the Nintendo 64 games and also Sega Genesis, although I'm not interested in those.
Yeah.
However, I don't know if you played the NES games or the SNES games on the Nintendo Switch Online system, but because the games are in 4:3, not in 16:9, there's like, of course, black bars on the side, right?
Yeah.
However, those bars, instead of making them black, they put like some graphics, which is like some gray dots, and then you have the user icon on the top left, and then you have other legend text at the bottom, like press star for this. I'm thinking that's bad. Like if they release an OLED model with an OLED display, OLEDs
can be
suffer
solidly
burning.
black.
No, but it's not just that.
I mean, maybe they were just trying to take advantage of the kind of nostalgia factor.
No, but
like, let's make it look old.
These screens suffer burning. So, of course, when you play those games, you have these static images, like the user icon
all burn into
and the grey dots and everything. and it will cause burning over time as well. And as well,
Yeah.
if you are playing on a TV that it's OLED, like I'm doing as well, it's the same issue. So they should give you the option at least to choose what background you want,
What
if
you
you
wanna
want
do.
fully black or something, or if you want to stretch the image to 16:9, stuff like that. So yeah, not very well thought out.
Right.
But this game,
Just
kart thingy, I think I'll get
KartRider
it.
Drift. I'm gonna get it. Like it's the one of 2 games I'd probably get.
But don't
Yeah.
get that. Just pay for Nintendo Switch Online and we play Mario Kart.
I've got Nintendo Switch
I mean,
Online.
we can do that too. We can do that. But it's just something different that you can play with people on PlayStation. Like, we wanted a game to play on PlayStation together. It's a great one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right,
I want to play
next.
together with you, but not necessarily on PlayStation. We can just get all Splatoon.
Yeah.
And we just play Splatoon. It's so fun.
Yeah,
I've
to be fair.
never gotten into Splatoon, but I may try it.
Yeah, I need to try it. Right, number
Right.
7?
Number 7. King of Fighters 15, which comes out the 17th of February next year. I 100% thought it looked like a weird new
Final
Tekken
Fantasy.
with the, like, kind of... Not Final Fantasy. I said Final Fantasy for 2 games.
Yeah.
I at first thought, oh, it looks like maybe like a kind of like a more
Final
like
Fantasy.
mobile friendly version of Tekken. Completely forgot King of Fighters existed as a game. I
Yeah,
only really
same.
remember it around.
Yeah, you
I
said.
only really remember it around
KOF.
Evo. Yeah, so what the fuck is KOF?
KOF. We have OFK,
Cough.
KOF.
Yeah, that's me.
But yeah, it's not for me. I like
Yeah.
fighter games, and there'll be a cult audience that are very dedicated to King of Fighters, like there is with Street Fighter, there is with Tekken. But myself, I'm a
Mortal
Tekken
Kombat,
fan.
Yeah, same.
Dogs.
I think it'll be fun to watch during like world tournaments and stuff, but it's not a game I want to play. Like, it doesn't have that kind like other fighting games like Street Fighter.
I'll be back in a
Mortal
sec.
Kombat, they don't have the
The
same
dog's
kind of
digging at the
drive
sofa.
as. Okay, no worries. It doesn't have the same drive as Tekken for me.
For
Like,
me,
I'm addicted to Tekken.
I'm not into fighting games. Like the only fighting game that I can get into a bit is Smash Bros. But because it's so much different from other fighting games, even one thing that I love so much, like Dragon Ball, I never been able to get into the fighting games of Dragon Ball. Not even Fighters, which looks freaking awesome. It looks perfect, that game, and I wanted to love it so much because it looks so good. However, I cannot get into fighting games.
Are
Like
all
the combos
the Dragon
that you need to
Balls-
master kill me.
all the Dragon Ball games, the fighters, like there's only one I've ever played, and it was like an open world sort of thing. And when you were
Budokai
fighting,
probably, right?
The Kakarot
you
one.
could throw people through buildings and stuff.
I mean, that's all of them, really.
All right.
No, but there's 2 types of fighting games of Dragon Ball. There's the ones that are like 2D, kind of like this King of Fighters, like the
Yeah.
Budokai ones, the classic ones from PS2. And then there's the ones where they kind of like open it up a bit more, like the
It was
Tenkaichi
3D world.
series.
Like Naruto. Okay, so it'd probably be more like Tenkaichi.
Tenkaichi, yeah, or
Yeah,
or
it
the
might be,
Xenoverse, the Xenoverse ones.
Xenoverse, yeah.
Xeno.
No, I think it was Tenkaichi.
Yeah.
Tenkaichi
Or
was
Fighter
really good.
Z, which is 2D but really well done. Like the characters were 3D, but the world was
Well,
2D,
Fighter
right?
Z is the one that looks so good, but that one is completely 2D. It's like exactly the King of Fighters that we just seen.
Yeah.
But yeah, this
on
game,
these
not
games,
for me.
you need to master the combos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Combo
that's
match.
something that I never been. Like, if I ever win in those games, it's pure luck. It's pure,
Button
button
bashing.
smashing, and whatever happens.
Yeah. So, I think we can
Cool.
safely move on to number 8.
Yeah.
First Class Trouble, which comes out the 2nd of November, so next week?
Yeah.
Next week? Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like the look of this game. I'm not going to get it, but it looks fun.
Was this the Among Us style
Yeah.
game?
Kinda, yeah.
You know
But
what?
Yeah.
Looks a lot
I'm tempted.
deeper.
Murder mystery. Yeah.
A lot
I'm
deeper, a
tempted.
lot more complex. I'm tempted as well. I'm a bit put off by the graphics. I know that graphics is not the
See,
most
I don't think the
important,
graphics were that
but,
bad.
I mean, everything was a bit
to
like
me,
PS3.
It's fun with friends. I probably
Yeah.
won't want to play it online with strangers.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe like a fun game night. People will come and play it.
Yeah. It is free, right? So,
Is it?
Yeah, it was the one that was included with the PS Plus.
Oh shit! Yeah.
So
I mean, Gerard needs to get PlayStation Plus.
I'll get it at some point because we're gonna play Ghost of Tsushima. So yeah, we'll try it out since it's free.
Yeah.
And see how it goes.
But yeah, I like that. And for anyone that's interested, imagine Among Us, much more detailed, and you all get given your own specific objective. It's not just there's one murderer. You could be like a robot or something like that, and
Well, the robot is the
Personal.
like thing killing it. Yeah,
the imposter.
the imposter. Yeah,
But yeah, I like
but
it.
I just think it was cool. Sorry.
It's like Cluedo.
I like the art direction on it. Reminds me of BioShock. Reminds me of Fallout. Reminds me again Deathloop. Is that sort of like retro vintage futuristic
Yeah.
with very clever sense of humor that I really like.
Right then,
And remember, free with PlayStation Plus next month.
number 9.
Number 9, the one that I kept adamantly saying was Final Fantasy.
And I kept saying from the beginning, it's not. Because I have a good eye for art styles. That
I
was
was
not
switched off
Final
immediately with this because I saw a spaceship, and I'm just not a big space fan.
Hanan just saw Square Enix, and then saw like an
And
anime
then-
character, and he was like, Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
I mean, it's about time they make 16.
Final Fantasy, but then he saw a spaceship, and then he was like, "Could be Walking Dead."
No,
No, it's JoJo.
fight me.
It's JoJo.
It could have been a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You don't know how bizarre those adventures can be. But it is StarOcean, the Divine Force, which comes out sometime 2022. So December 2022.
Yeah,
If there's no exact date.
No, not for me. It's
just really not for me.
like
What?
It looked
How would you
cool.
describe it? Like, if we were doing a visual guided tour.
It kind of reminded me.
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Xenoblade Chronicles, a little bit of Monster Hunter when they had the big boss fights with that giant toad. It looked very Monster Hunter-y. But the combat, the kind of... I know Gerard says the kind of way the kind of characters are designed and its space, that it doesn't look Final Fantasy. It does look a bit Final Fantasy to me.
Don't get me
Like
wrong.
Final Fantasy adjacent.
The elements of it has the same elements that... I mean, to be honest, every single Square Enix game has the same elements. But it has the same elements that Final Fantasy. However, the art style is not as refined. So I'm not a Final Fantasy fan, but I mean,
It's slightly
those
quirky.
games are really refined and they are really well done and really polished. And that game didn't look like that to me.
Nah. So
I'm sure that the main team in Square Enix is not the one behind this.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely a side hustle, isn't it? Right, and number 10, last one, topping it off with that.
Number 10. Yep, last one. So we got another look, like a 10-minute look into Little Devil Inside.
Yeah, which is a
Which
follow-up
from the beginning-
from last State of Play. We got a teaser
Not,
there.
not the last one. I'm convinced.
Though a few before.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
convinced
like
it was on the PlayStation.
the PlayStation 5
reveal.
console launch. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was then. We
it's
saw lots
very
of games back then.
distinct art
But I
style.
remember that when we saw that one, we were like, "Oh, that looks really good. I really like this art style." And yeah, we have the appearance of our friend David Attenborough, or
Yeah.
something similar.
Actually, sounded like him narrated over as you were traveling.
Mate, his side hustle's great.
Yeah,
He does our podcast.
Yeah.
He does video games. He does Blue Earth. All sorts.
Well, things with Pokemon Snap and Resident Evil 8 didn't work out for him. I'm happy that something is working out for him. But yeah,
I don't think I'd get it though. But
You-
I incredibly loved the art
Nah.
style. It's just didn't seem my style of game.
Yeah, it's not my style of game.
it did seem my style of game. However, I haven't seen enough to make a judgment. I've seen enough of the art style to know that I freaking love it. like the way how it looks. And as I was saying while we were watching the thingy, is how people sometimes relate, like if something looks realistic, they say it's got good graphics or next gen graphics, and if something looks cartoony, they say that they are not next gen graphics. So for example, I'm finding a lot of people like that when Mario Kart, we talk a lot about it. Mario Kart, it's got like really, really good graphics, but it's cartoony, but it's got really good graphics. Like
Splatoon.
Splatoon has got good graphics. This game is a bit of the same, but it's actually even better. So that's a cartoony style for next gen. No, it's not like Bugsnax. So Bugsnax, for example, one thing that puts me off is that, it's cartoony, but it looks like a PS2 game. Like the lighting system, the polygon system, the textures, and it's not very well refined.
It's like someone's first attempt at making a game.
Yeah.
They've literally just learned, right, so we use polygons for creating games.
Everything.
However, this game, it's cartoony as fuck, but it looks next gen.
It's very stylized.
Have you ever seen the movie Coraline?
No, I know
in
which
fact,
one it is.
Yeah, it's very that aesthetic.
That's the theme that I kind of got from it.
Yeah. So I'll once there's more information about the game and maybe I find out a bit more what's the gameplay about, I might make a decision. But
I think that's the closest game for you going, I'll get it.
Yeah.
Out of all the ones today, for sure.
But you know what? Going back through them, I was quite surprised. There's actually a couple that I'm like, actually,
kind of interested about.
Especially the free one. Yeah.
But
the game did genuinely interest me as well.
I think, at the start I said I'm not getting any of these. KartRider Drift, First Class Trouble, and The Little Devon's Side, maybe. Yeah. But those two, for definite, I probably would get.
Yeah, I'm the same as you. I'll give a go to the Kart Drift, KartRiders, Rider Kart, whatever. I'll give it a go as well to the First Class Trouble. Maybe Five Nights at Freddy's, if I bump into it, I might be open to try it. And definitely the last one.
So if we were going to rate this entire PlayStation State of Play 1 to 10 IGN, what would you rate it?
The only thing that's, to me, let it down is how quick it was.
Yeah, it was quite short.
Like, they could have had a bit more intervention, maybe get the developers on so they can say, like,
I hate when they do that.
No, but just for a couple, like, where's the inspiration come from? Like, if it was Little Devil Inside, I'm quite interested to know why they've created that and what has that team created before, if anything. But
I'm gonna rate the State of Play 4 out of 10. However, 4 out of 10 just simply because I didn't think about it. If I think about it, PlayStation did a showcase, which that showcase was not called State of Play, actually. It was just PlayStation Showcase. So maybe from now on, we start seeing the big announcements, the big IPs in PlayStation Showcases.
As a showcase.
Yeah.
And then the State of Play is for the little bits on the side. So knowing that... important. Yeah, knowing that a month ago we had like big reveals, we should not expect big reveals now. So having that in mind, I would change from a 4 out of 10 to a 6 out of 10.
I'd say about a 5. Like, purely because a lot of the games there I'm really not that interested in. But it's nice to know there's more stuff coming out.
So, because of rating, 5.8.
Yeah.
Perfect. However, so that was for the State of Play, but there's more stuff coming soon that I'm excited about. So really quick, just to go through. Mario Party Superstars coming out this Friday. It's
already pre-ordered it?
Already done. And it comes with a free coffee mug.
And
we'll see the size of it.
This big.
Espresso.
An espresso.
Comes with a free coffee mug and coasters. I haven't had to pay extra this time, though. They upgraded for free.
No, £5 upgrade.
No. Next.
No season pass.
No season pass. After that, it comes Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, remastered, which I'm
Have
so
you
excited.
ordered that already?
No, because I'm waiting. I want to get the physical edition, and it's not out for pre-order yet. It's only for the digital one.
I want to see some people
Stop spending
play it.
money on remasters so they can make a new one.
However,
It's the Skyrim thing all over again.
have you read about the thing that each system is getting a game for free? So, for example, Xbox, whoever is on Game Pass, is getting San Andreas. The PlayStation ones are getting Vice City or 3. One of them.
They're the choices.
Yeah. No, but then there's another platform. I don't know if it's like Steam
PC.
or
Steam.
something. It's coming out for Nintendo Switch, but Nintendo Switch is not getting a free one. Which, fun fact, it's gonna be the first Grand Theft Auto mainline Grand Theft Auto on a Nintendo console, because Nintendo only had the Grand Theft Auto China Wars.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
Nintendo
that was pretty
DS.
fun though.
Did you not get Liberty City Stories as well?
No.
Maybe.
China Wars is the only one. Liberty City Stories was on PSP.
I really liked China Wars when I was playing on the DS.
Yeah.
So, and that's interesting, because, I mean, it's not a Nintendo game at all to put out on a Nintendo console, but I'm happy that they are open for that.
It's
However,
good,
I'm really excited. I think the game, unlike other remakes, I think that they actually put a lot of work into these ones. Like, the texture work is amazing. Like, all the... It looks like they not fixed, but like they upgraded all the textures.
We were talking about the trailer.
Yeah.
And to be fair, like, when they're going through the transition, you can really see the difference between it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was a bit like, you just photoshopped fingers onto a pixelated hand.
Yeah.
But more scenery was great.
What I really like is I seen online some people complaining about the fact that they could have redone these games with full GTA 5 graphics, for example. Just reusing models from GTA 5, like something quick, but that makes it look a bit more next gen. However, I really like the balance they found. That you look at it, it still looks like it's like what you said. You look at one of the remastered screenshots and you go like, oh, it looks exactly the same as the one for PS2. But then when they show you how it was before, you notice that actually it looks a lot better. So
do you know what's a big thing for me is how's it actually going to play? Because you could play any of the Grand Theft Autos, but as soon as you played 5, there was a clear differential difference in how you felt.
Apparently they changed as well the gameplay system, so it plays like 5. That's what I read. So
it's easier for people to get into
the controls and the mechanics are going to be like on the
because
5.
I think out of the trio there, 3 felt most like 5 did in your character movements and stuff, whereas Vice City and San Andreas they felt a bit more.
You know what? Like, I don't have
relaxed.
memories. I mean, I have very little memories of 3. I have a lot more memories of Vice City. Vice City was my very first one. So I never played 3 throughout. Vice City and San Andreas, I have lots of memories of San Andreas.
I'm excited to get in a jet and to have a jetpack again.
But I'm definitely getting those.
Can do that on 5.
The only thing is that these are time stealers.
Yeah.
So, like, with all the games that are out there to play, everything that's coming out, I don't see myself, like, playing more than a couple of hours and then box it again and put it on the shelf. But just knowing that I have them there, like, for me to enjoy whenever I fancy, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So, with GTA, like, well, with Rockstar and Bethesda, I'm holding them up to the stop releasing the same old games. Start working on the next one, because it's nearly been a decade.
They probably are.
They are working on GTA 6 for sure.
It's not like they're just going to go, oh yeah, we started it in 2021, because you'll be waiting another decade.
No.
I know.
I'm sure the game...
I mean, it took 10 years for 5.
I'm sure the game is 80% done, at least.
No, but they would have shown something at 80%. they've not shown GTA 6.
No, because I think people are getting so pissed off with the amount of delays that we're getting. I think companies are learning, you know what, if it ain't near, don't even bother.
Look,
I mean, Cyberpunk was a clear example of that, but it's just like...
Red Dead Redemption came out in 2018?
Yeah.
So if it came out in 2018, very likely since 2017, they're already working on GTA 6.
Yeah.
Because it's the same team.
And
I'm sure...
I definitely get there's more teams that work on it on the side. Like, it's not the main development team, it'll be like a side development team.
For little things, but for the main development of the game, it is the main Rockstar team. Which I don't know if it's Rockstar North or... There's
I think
different
that's... Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna come out sooner than later.
That'll be incredible when that comes out.
GTA 6, sorry. I mean, it has to be on this new generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just I'm just tired of
Yeah.
GTA 5.
It's just that they are just milking as much the online as possible. And also, if they were to announce GTA 6 now, it kind of would boycott the release of GTA 5
trilogy.
next gen. Not just the trilogy, but I think it's February or March that there's going to be
when it comes out.
next gen GTA 5. And then the standalone online, which is where they make the money. So, if that's coming out in 2022, maybe in 2023 or 2024, we will see GTA 6.
Like, I'm 100% down for GTA Online being its own separate entity from GTA 5.
I'm happy.
Just so I don't have to see GTA 5 anymore.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that as well.
It's changed so
it
much.
But you still need GTA 5 to play it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm happy it just be its own separate thing. Like, Elder Scrolls Online. Like, that gets constant updates. Great. Cool. Expansions. I'm happy that it's a whole different thing. It's not in line with the rest of like a main series.
It's like with Guild Wars 2. Every time there's an expansion, you don't buy Guild Wars 2 again. You buy a different game. So
you get basically an entirely new game on top of the game you're already playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they listen to this and they feel inspired.
Hopefully. So after GTA trilogy, there's Pokemon on the 19th of November, Pokemon Pearl and Diamond, so we're gonna get that, and we're gonna trade, and we're gonna battle, and all that stuff. There's Kena Bridge of Spirits, which as well I have on pre-order.
Oh, yeah?
You're not getting that one, right? I'm guessing.
I'm gonna get that. I put it on my list.
It's a cheaper one as well. It's $39.99.
40 quid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm really tempted to get?
Go on.
What?
Resident Evil 4 on the Oculus.
Oh shit!
It's
I
out.
haven't seen the trailer.
It's out, and the reviews are pretty good.
You'll shit yourself.
I'll definitely shit myself. Mate, you don't realise how bad at like Resident Evil game 4 I was. I think I didn't even leave the first village. I got frustrated because I couldn't figure out where to go.
That's why I don't own them.
Resident Evil 4 is the game that is the Resident Evil that I completed the most times. It is a really fun game. However, to me, it's the least scary. Well, no, not the least one.
6.
But one of the least scary ones. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how it feels on VR.
What else is on your wish list then? That's coming out.
So for November, that's it. Well, then there's the Game & Watch Zelda on the 17th of November, which as well I'm going to show you when I get it. December, there's nothing in December on my radar. And then we move already to January, which is Pokemon Arceus? No, that's February. Pokemon Legends Arceus, which we're going to get as well.
And God of War on PC.
God of War on PC when?
February.
Okay. Horizon New Dawn? No, what's the name?
Second Dawn.
Forbidden West.
Forbidden West, that's it.
It's coming in February or March as well. However, these are upcoming ones. Because
I've got GT7
Yeah.
That's definitely my radar.
However, next week I want to talk to you about the experience I'm having with Metroid Dread, because that's already been out for almost a month, and I'm having a ball. It is super fun. So yeah, I want to talk about that.
I've got Battlefield and Saints Row as well. Just two to add to the list.
Are they out
Saints
already?
Row
These
would be
ones?
pretty fun.
No, Saints Row's next year, but they did say early next year.
Okay.
Battlefield.
Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Soonish.
There's Stray as well that has been delayed. That I want to get.
Ninja Cat.
And well, I just purchased Death Stranding and Alan Wake. So as well, I'll let you know how these ones go.
You'll enjoy Alan Wake. You didn't play it before, have you?
No, I never had an Xbox.
You'll enjoy Alan Wake.
I think so. Yeah, that's why I got it, because that's my type of game.
It is 1,000% your type.
But you need to play God of War before the new one comes out.
Yeah, but the new one. When is it next year? Is it spring, summer?
Actually, I think
fall.
I think God of War 4 for PC is January, and the new God of War is on February.
Oh, already?
Delayed.
No,
delayed.
It won't come out in
No, it
February.
already got...
In February,
so
there's Horizon Forbidden West. They are not going to bring out the two big games that they have on the same month.
I'm pretty sure Spider-Man and God of War came out the same... No, it didn't. Never mind.
Ignore me.
No, Spider-Man and Red Dead Redemption came out the same month.
Yeah. But... God of War already got delayed once because I can't remember the voice actor's name, but he was a little bit ill, so they pushed it back from like this year to next year.
Was it you?
But early next year. Yeah. Mate.
Gone.
I was holding in.
Well, should we wrap up?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's wrap up.
If you are capable of, can you lead us out with the socials?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can find us on our YouTube, which is Because Of, and at... Fuck, I forgot. At Because of the Pod on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
And all your favourite podcasting platforms. If you leave a rating or review, we'd much appreciate it, and it can help us tweak and make the podcast better.
Yeah, subscribe, like, share with your friends as well as much as possible. Gerard puts his heart and soul into the edit now.
Thank you, Hanan. Yeah. Thank you, Alex. And just as the bonus content of the episode before we leave, just because we said that we would go back to it last week, the food that I received from takeaway. Hanan, you said it would be the same food and it would have spit on it. And Alex was a bit more optimistic. And
I have faith.
Yeah, he said that I would be surprised. And the truth is, I was very surprised because it was fresh food. Well, I don't know if there was a spit, but at least it was it was fresh, and at least I could not tell. But I enjoyed it. I'm just gonna paste the picture around the screen of the big pizza I ate. It was delicious.
It did look nice, and I'm glad you're not showing us a picture now because I would crave a pizza right now.
I would crave myself. I haven't had food yet, so I'm gonna have food at 12
midnight.
o'clock.
Yeah, midnight. Love it. Awesome. Well, thank you all. It's been a pleasure. I enjoyed that. It was much longer than I thought it was going to be. For like 20-minute state of play, we've dragged it out, definitely. But yeah, thank you all. Peace out.
Take care, guys. See you next time.
Arrivederci.